Hello, everyone, and welcome to San Diego, one of the great cities in this country, and Snapdragon Stadium, home to the Aztecs of San Diego State. But today, the site of one of the great bowls every year, the Holiday Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
Here's the handoff. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street, getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
The Bruins offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. To the air, it's Gore. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Bruins will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Clemson. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
It's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to have.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got him downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Fires left. He makes the catch. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. And the Bruins are marching down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. Running into the open space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Quick completion on the out. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun.
He's loose. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. What a catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Gore. Keeps looking downfield. Got room at the 35. That's a live ball. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Running back goes in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Open space at the 25. Push down for the tackle. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Gore. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
This offensive line does such a good job communicating in their pass protection. You can see guys passing defenders off to one another, and that's why the quarterback had so much time to complete that throw deep downfield.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Grabs it in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's West. They make the stop, but the sweet Bruin catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. It's complete to the left. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Give to the running back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Might as well stick with him. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. This offense has a 2nd down play. He leaves it with his back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the ground game. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. That was an entertaining first quarter. Fireworks all over the place, as will be indicated in our first quarter stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He's going to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, UCLA.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Bruins want to move quickly. To the air, it's Gore. Finds us back in the middle. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. It's a draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The inside handoff. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He now has 74 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. They'll run play action. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA, 21.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll keep it himself. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to go up top on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming with.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Gore. Feeling some heat. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. To the ground. He's got it again. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the win.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
UCLA 21.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Quick strike complete. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's West. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
First down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. At the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Give to the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To the air, it's Gore. He makes the connection, and they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Bruins send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The give to the tailback. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Outstanding athleticism, but not very efficient on the catch. That's a loss of yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets open down the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. They believe they can run right here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Gore. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Hold and fire complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
It's caught, and the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Comes out throwing on first down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Gore. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Buys a little time with his feet. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The Bruins are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Fights off a defender. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And he missed it. No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Floating away. trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to impose their will with the run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got a man. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Off play action. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Zips it out to his man. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown Tigers! And the pummeling has started. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. On second down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Third down coming up.
Here comes the option. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Clemson will send the punt team out. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw, it's Gore. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Swings it out to his running back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
On to attempt to try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
UCLA, 28.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Second down coming up.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A 3rd and long coming up here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Play number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Power football with the run. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson! And the beatdown has ensued.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
80, UCLA, 31.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. And now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be a draw. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
It is hard to continue to get up, and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Dropping back, it's Gore. Fires to the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game day.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
This time he's got his man. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
Brings up third down.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And that's good enough.
Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Back to throw, it's Gore. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
A first down for the offense. Now on the counter. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Clemson will send the punt team out. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The play action fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy step. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Floats it out in space. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got a man. It's West. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
83, UCLA, 45.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They go to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Handoff to the single back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to run for it. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Coming after him. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. With the clock running, this should be the final play.
It's now 2nd and goal.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.